Hello, hi. In this video, I'll be talking about perfect pitch. And for those who are new to the channel, my name is Simeon, and I'm a self-taught pianist who has learned music by ear. So what is a perfect pitch? Generally speaking, someone who has perfect pitch can identify the note that's been played for them. And then likewise, someone who has relative pitch can identify the range that the note is located. Now, personally speaking for myself, I firmly believe that anyone can obtain this level of perfect pitch. I, I, you can have different arguments about perfect pitch or relative pitch. You can develop it or you can't develop it. At least I think you can develop it because I'm just one of those examples that has only learned music by listening to a lot of sounds and just understanding like what are they. And so, in my personal opinion, I feel like you just need the correct training method to actually obtain that level of proficiency. So, how can you develop that ability to recognize precisely the notes? Well, here's what you're going to do. First, find a piano. Second, you're going to blind yourself. And then third, play the notes until you can feel the notes. So, I think one of the examples I could think about is when Charlie Puth was being tested for his perfect pitch. So it's obvious, like when Charlie is actually listening to the sounds, like he could hear the sounds, he could hear these. But the thing is, for us people, it's not just simply listening to the sound and just memorizing it. For people with perfect pitch, you could actually feel the difference. And so what that really means is that when you hear the note, like something internal inside of you feels a difference. And so that's just probably the best way I can explain how we people perceive sound. And the reason I believe you can actually feel it is because one of the greatest examples, Beethoven, like the guy was deaf, but he was still able to compose music. Like, how crazy is that, right? So definitely I believe hearing the sound and also feeling the sound, in this case feeling the vibrations, can allow you to actually understand the differences in pitch. So I'll just give you an example. Piano's in front of me. I'm just gonna blind myself off. And yeah. So I may not get them all correct, but the whole idea is that this is a training method to understand the differences in pitch. Yeah, I'm just readjusting so my hearing isn't blocked off by my own blindfold, but I literally cannot see a thing right now. So, this is, if you want to understand the differences in sound, I feel this is the best way to do it because now you're not relying on your sight to know if you're playing the right note. You're going to have to know it by listening and feeling. So, I'll cross my hands so that I really don't know what I'm doing. This one here. That sounds like a D. This one here. C. Try this one. That's an E on the higher one. G. Yeah, the white notes seem to be a little bit easier. The ones that get really tricky are these black notes, the flat slash flat, yeah, flat and sharps. So let's give those a go. Ooh. You know that I think that feels like a E flat slash D sharp. Oh, that's a C sharp. Feels like a C sharp. F sharp. That's an F sharp. C sharp. Because if I go down, see, there's a C. So I was correct. F. Ooh, that's an A. Because it feels like an A. That's a B. Because if I even go up, yeah, that's definitely a B. B. See that? Try this. I think I just pressed a C again. Ooh. Hang on a sec. That feels like a D. It really feels like a D. Oh, that's a B I pressed. Wait, hang on, stop. E flat / D sharp. And then I feel like because I know the white keys well enough to know, because see, there's the E. See, that's an E. D, C. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So with perfect pitch, you don't need that relative understanding. So like what I did there a second ago, going like, let's say, going back to the D sharp. So relative pitch people will basically understand the next note around it, because I know that to be an E. That's a D. See, that's a C. So people with relative pitch, they need like a bit of help with the surrounding notes. But perfect pitch, they don't really need it. But I suppose what I was saying beforehand is that it's a proficiency level. So I believe that even though I feel like certain days I could be really hot or certain days I'm really cold, like I feel like it's just dependent on your mental state on that particular day to differentiate notes. So try the corner cases. That feels like a C sharp. Yeah, that's a C. That's definitely a C. Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, I was correct. That was definitely a C sharp. But then I reconfirmed it, because that's definitely a C. That's definitely a D. Ooh, that's an F sharp. That's an E. I just pressed an E again. That's an A. I just pressed a C. That's a B. I just pressed an A, I believe so. But yeah. So essentially, I mean, I think I've only awakened to this sense when I started playing Blindfolded, and this realization to understand pitch was a very interesting, happy accident. So yeah, now that you know the training method, all it'll take for you to understand pitches is just literally just doing that for, I don't know, for as long as you like. And I feel like once you understand pitch, like your understanding about music just broadens up. Because like some benefits of perfect pitch is, let me think. So basically, not only can you hear mistakes when people make a mistake on let's say if they're playing something, or if you're making music compositions, because sometimes you can make some really interesting chords if you could really hear the differences with pitches, and it allows you to bend the music theory a little bit. So like you can start making chords like this one. Yeah, you could start doing those type of sounds, or you could do, let's say, yeah, something like that. But yeah, I mean, when you start listening to sounds and you start imagining these sounds, it really does, like I mentioned, just broaden your perspective. But yeah, I mean, now that you know the training method, you could just give it a go, have some fun with it, and thank you again for watching this video, and see you for the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.